Walker Kessler, you're not going under. Go over. What are you doing? Is this even real life? What? The Jazz switch the first part of this stagger screen. Walker Kessler, get attached to Jokic, arms extended so Jamal Murray's not curling and Keontae George has to chase over the top. Walker Kessler's in the charge circle and Keontae George goes up the gut. Will Hardy is ruining the Jazz. Walker Kessler, get up to Nikola Jokic right here. First of all, why, if you're Keontae George, off this down screen, I'm staying attached to Jamal Murray's hip and chasing over the top. And Walker Kessler would get his arms extended so he can't curl. You're trying to go over the down screen early, so now you got to stay and help Murray. This has got to be some of the most lifeless one-on-one defense ever. Could Keontae George just try to get in a defensive stance with his feet set? Yes, you have help in the middle of the floor, so I can get up and shade KCP towards the middle of the floor where I have help right here. Look at this defense. Walker Kessler, get up. I'm not giving Jokic space in the high post. I should be up and battling, not gambling, playing off. So you let Jokic get in the paint. Now you got to send a double. There's not one player in the league that can guard Jokic in the post. Collins comes to double. Colin Sexton would rotate onto Aaron Gordon's cut right here. And then Bryce Sensabaugh, if he was attached to Porter, would rotate up to KCP. And John Collins would just simply then rotate back to the weak side of the floor when the dribble's picked up. But Will Hardy is a dumb human being. Luka Samanic off a jump. You're not getting this ball, so get back and ready to guard. You're not getting this ball. Get back and ready to guard. What are you doing? Gambling, selling out for a charge, not getting back. That was lifeless. Will Hardy is a dumb human being. Talen Horton-Tucker, you do not worry about the ball when it's on the other side of the court. You focus on getting back. This is coaching. You're guarding the ball across half court instead of getting back and able to guard Reggie Jackson. That's coaching. Will Hardy's awful. This is not defense. This is ruining the NBA. This is garbage. Would you want to teach your kids to play defense like this? Will Hardy is atrocious. Ice this screen and keep Jamal Murray to the sidelines. There's no place for Jokic to roll to. Instead, look at, so Jamal Murray's wide open. You didn't guard Jokic either. He's wide open. Peyton Watson's wide open. It's unbelievable. Ruining the sport. If you are going under a screen, Walker Kessler, you got to get up to Zeke Naji. If Keontae George is going under this screen, you must jam the screener. It is not an option. Not an option. Jam the screener using your body, showing your hands so that Keontae George, first of all, can cleanly get underneath, but you're showing your hands so Jamal Murray isn't pulling immediately off the screen. But your Walker Kessler's nowhere. Look at how far under Keontae George now has to go. Despicable, disgusting, bad for the kids. This is dangerous for the sport. This is dangerous for life. Will Hardy makes my skin crawl. Walker, get up on Zeke Naji. The Jazz's pick and roll defense is to give up a wide open three to Jamal Murray. Get up and hedge. The sideline is right there. You're hedging, pushing him to the sidelines. Backside help right there with Talen Horton-Tucker. Nope. Look at the Jazz's pick and roll defense to give up a wide open three. You can't tell me this isn't collusion or corruption or something. This is coaching. This is disgusting. It's a cross screen. Walker Kessler needs to jam Christian Braun as he comes through the cross screen so the defender can get on the other side. You don't do this. You don't work on it. That's going to happen every time. This is gross. It's really too bad that we don't have the power to get rid of this. This is disgusting. You're giving Jamal Murray a layup. Omer Yurtseven, hedge the screen and keep him out of the lane. Again, there's no place for Zeke Naji to roll to. Talen Horton-Tucker and backside help. So you just give Jamal Murray a layup here. Omer Yurtseven has to leave his feet to contest. So then off even the missed layup, there's nobody boxing out Zeke Naji. So this is an easy offensive rebound. Once, twice, two. Chris Dunn, one-on-one defense. Don't gamble. Slide your feet. You got to tighten these gaps up. Talen Horton-Tucker's got to move over a little bit so he's in help. Same thing with Johnny Juzang, but we're sliding our feet and guarding. Look at Chris Dunn. Immediately coming up to gamble right here. Off balance, step back triple. Omer Yurtseven, you're not playing off Jokic in the high post. I'm up guarding Jokic, battling for position, making sure he comes to the middle of the floor where Colin Sexton's going to be in help. What does Omer Yurtseven do? Play way off, let him go baseline, let him be open. Terrible coaching. This is coaching. Bryce Sensabaugh. First of all, everybody should be communicating who they're guarding. So Sensabaugh knows to go to Michael Porter Jr. You can't just get back to the middle of nowhere. You get to a body. I'm assuming no one's communicating anything, and that was pathetic. Will Hardy's disgusting. You have to do something about this first screen. Why not just switch? It's Keontae George and Jordan Clarkson. You do nothing about the first screen. Then on the second, so that should be a switch right there. But on the second screen, you got to cut Jamal Murray's dribble off right here. All right, immediately after the screen. So now that Jokic, the backside defender, is standing and waiting right here, there's no place to go. But you let Jamal Murray keep his dribble alive for longer. That allows Jokic to roll for longer. And so now he's in the paint. You're not going to be able to recover to Michael Porter Jr. And Will Hardy is a disgrace of a human. John Collins, you have help. So I got to get low and battle. That's the only way I'm going to keep Jokic out of the paint. Getting low and battling. Sexton's right there and help. But you're actually playing off. You're not battling for position. So now Sexton's got to come deeper into the paint to help, and he's not getting out now. There should be a rotation. There isn't. Will Hardy's terrible. You must do something about this first screen. It's Jordan Clarkson and Colin Sexton. Why isn't it a switch? So because you don't do anything about the first screen, Jokic doesn't even have to bother setting the second screen. He can just slip it and get right to the paint, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. This coaching staff is wretched. This is coaching right here. Walker Kessler. It's a cross screen. I've got to jam Michael Porter Jr. as he comes through the screen so the defender can get on the other side. This is coaching. This is the second time this happened. You did nothing. So now you're going to have to step up and help on the ball. No one to box out Jokic. You see middle school teams better coached than the Jazz. Will Hardy should be homeless. This is often inbounds. Why are 4 Jazz players walking around beyond half court guarding no one? How does this happen? Well, Will Hardy, that's how it happens. Will Hardy is terrible for the NBA. He's a disgrace to basketball. What is John Collins doing? Are you taking Jokic? Then say something. If not, I must go find Michael Porter Jr. No one's communicating. 2 Jazz guarding Jokic, no Jazz guarding Porter Jr. Will Hardy should be homeless. This is coaching. Pass gets made to the high post. Keontae George, my back's to the baseline. Seeing ball, seeing man in the gaps. Jamal Murray's in front of me. What do? Back immediately to the ball. Going to get beat back door. Now Walker Kessler's got to help, and now he can't guard Jokic. So the Jazz are in their brain-dead drop coverage right here. The dribble ends up getting picked up because Keontae George does a nice job getting in the gaps. Why in the world is Chris Dunn's hands not up here? How is this even possible? What? He does not have his dribble alive. That's unreal. The Jazz are poorly coached. Jordan Clarkson, this has got to be your help. So I'm over in the gaps. Defensive stance, showing my hands. Seeing ball and man, feet set. So I'm in help when Peyton Watson drives. I can help. I can recover. You're going to miss this. So now Kessler's got to come from the weak side corner all the way to the rim. And now you're giving up an open 3. This is not defense. This is dangerous for kids learning how to play basketball. Will Hardy should be homeless. Colin Sexton, I'm not guarding at half court. I'm at the 3-point line. This, though, is not defense. See, if I'm icing this screen, keeping Peyton Watson to the sidelines. If Colin Sexton and Jordan Clarkson were seeing this, I'd have 3 Jazz defenders and backside help for Zeke Naji. Look at this crap. You're not guarding anything. Peyton Watson's wide open. Zeke Naji's roll. You're not guarding anything. You're not guarding the ball handler or the roll man. Why is John Collins falling asleep on Jokic? Stay with Jokic. See ball and man. How do you fall asleep on Jokic? How? Will Hardy, that's how.